Okay guys, welcome to the video where I'm gonna be ranking every character, every hero and villain, S tier to F tier. Well, F tier to S tier. We have 6 tiers here. Now a lot of people like to rank all 6 of these characters from S to D. They only have 5 ranks, but I think it's better for 6 tiers because it makes it more valuable and more slots of how the characters are ranked. But anyway, there's been lots of tier lists out there. Recently, there have been some tier lists, as y'all know from Taco or Zio. Zio's was recent. It was I think about a few weeks ago. So anyway, I thought I would do my tier list here. I did say I would make my tier list of all the characters. I ranked them all of how I think that they can be used. Now these characters, I'm ranking them on all game modes, on HVV, Hero Showdown, GA, and Supremacy. Or the other game modes that they get used, but not co-op. I'm not including co-op. Co-op just bots. That's all. So I won't rank that. But anyway, here we go. We're gonna rank Anakin, BB-8, BB-9E, Boba Fett, Boskin, the rest of them. So we're gonna go from here to here, down. So first off, Anakin. Anakin is he's not an S tier. He's not any of these 2 tiers. I wouldn't say he's around here. I'll rank him A. But I'm going to put him all the way in the back. Because Anakin does have his abilities they're good. They are good, but the thing is that when it comes to his abilities, sometimes he has to use all of his abilities. He has to use all of them to kill people. And the thing is, all of his abilities, they don't one-hit kill. They don't one-hit kill at all. So that has to make Anakin use a star card to make him do more damage. And when he does more damage, he can one-hit kill them with any star card. His pull, he has to use all of them star card, where he can one-hit kill, but he has to hit 2 enemies. Raw strength, with his heroic might, one-hit kill, if he uses it. And the thing is, all of his abilities don't one-hit kill. And that's what makes him to use both those push abilities. So that's making Anakin use more star cards. That's why I like to use that. This is why I like to use all of Anakin's star cards, where he can want to kill with all the abilities. So that way Anakin has more options to either pull or more chances to run away. Because Anakin's stamina, which I'm going to talk about next, is that Anakin's stamina is not really that good. It's horrible. As the slowest regen on the hero on the light side, slowest regen doesn't mean it doesn't regenerate fast, or it starts to regenerate. Luke starts to regenerate in half a second. Same for Rey, Obi-Wan, and Yoda. But Anakin takes about 2 or 2.5 seconds. It takes the longest. And I wouldn't say it's not the best. A lot of people have been saying Rey's stamina is bad because she only does 10 swings. However, I think Rey's stamina is good because she can generate it fast, and she has an inside ability where she can use less stamina, or use 50% less stamina. I mean, yeah, I know it's an ability, but she could still do it. And there's even a star card for her where she can use it for longer, use inside for longer. But anyway, Anakin's A tier, but eventually I'm going to put him all in back once characters start stacking up. Next, we're going to do BB-8 A tier, because BB-8, trust me, BB-8, you won't want to be messing around with him. He's really good. He can clear rooms easily. His cable spin is just really good. Really broken, I should say. Not much else to it. Is not his rolling charge isn't bad as well. Same kind of principle as Han's, except for the fact that it just lasts way less. So it doesn't last for a long time. So he doesn't go a far distance. His stun is, again, the stuns for the droids don't do a lot of damage, but there's a star card where you can increase the damage. But I don't use it. Anyway, I think BB-8 is fine where he is. He also has he has a scan that not only scans people around him, but he also increases his damage. What I mean by that is that if if a certain person attacks him or damages him, that person will have like it's kind of like an exposed weakness, like Dooku, except it only does like 5% damage, so BB-8 can do slightly more damage. There is also a star card where he can increase 12.5%, so he has 17.5% for that as well. It's not really that good, but anyway, I think BB-8 is just really good. That cable spin really affects where BB-8 goes. And he's pretty well good. Next, BB-9E. Now this, I'm going to say right now, worst character, worst hero, and villain. Well, worst hero for all. Why I think BB-9E is the worst character is because he doesn't have that many abilities that do anything good. His stun, I think his stun is technically better than BB-8's, since he can shock them for like 4.5 seconds around. And he can technically increase the damage faster since he needs like multiple stuns. Or no, I think BB-8 can, but anyway, if they use the star card to increase damage. But anyway, I think the only good ability he has is his shock spin. It pushes enemies and disables blasters. It's not bad, but it doesn't do a lot here. But sorry, someone's calling me. But anyway, I should say it's not really that handy, and I would say his shock is just the only thing that makes him really, really good. Again, I'm not saying he's horrible, but it's just that he doesn't do a lot of damage, and there's not much else to it. You can knock down enemies, and he doesn't have a lot of good star cards. A lot of star cards are pretty capped. He can increase his health regeneration, and do more damage to shock, but that's basically it. There's not much else good. He only has like 2 really good abilities, or 2 really good star cards. Anyway, Boba Fett. B tier. The thing is with Boba Fett, he is really hard to use. I think he's one of the hardest characters to use in this game. I think the reason why is because you have to learn to fly while aiming. If your aim is good, but you haven't used Boba, then I'd say you have a good amount of aim with Boba. But if you can learn to aim with Boba, then basically you're like an S tier or even higher. But he's right here since he's so hard to use. His abilities aren't bad. He has, for the hunt, he can scan enemies and he can use his jetpack for longer. He also has his rockets, which, they're really good for taking out heroes or doing damage to heroes. It can basically, when it kill any trooper, or just kill multiple troops in an area if they're bind together. But I think Bo is just right here. Not much else to say. He's good. Bosk, C tier. I have to put him here. He's definitely good for like HVV. But the reason why I'm putting him, I feel like I would just put him right here. Like, he's around here. I feel like he's a B tier or C tier. I'm just going to put him here for now. But Bosk isn't bad. He can one-hit kill troops if his weapon is charged up. So he can, basically does a ton of damage. Plus, he does, about 300 damage with a headshot, which is lots of damage if you can aim really good with him. His mind, basically all of his abilities are just really good. And here, no, I'm putting him B tier. No, he's definitely B tier. Because all of his abilities are just amazing. They're really good. And, he has his mines can just do lots of damage. His toxin is just not bad, I guess. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but then again, it's a toxin. So it's pretty good. And his middle ability, he gets out a grenade launcher. Does a good amount of damage. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. I was thinking of putting him C tier, but I think he's B tier. I'm pretty sure he's B tier. Next, Phasma, D tier. The reason why Phasma is just... A lot of people have ranking Phasma is pretty bad. She is pretty bad. I wouldn't say horrible as F tier. She does have some good fighting skill in her. Her abilities are not bad. Her staff is probably one of her most useless abilities. Just because it's just useless. There's not really much I'm going to use it for. I'm rather going to use my weapon than the staff. I like her health. Her bonus health isn't bad, actually. If you have both star cards for that, she can take up 4 hits from a lightsaber wielder. She gets up to 4 hits for that. That's a lot of hits. Especially for just bonus health. Another thing, too, is that her droid, it's good for camping and good for like for staying in the area. It's actually a really good droid. Although it's merely useless when it comes to like GA or something. But for HV or Hero Shonen, I wouldn't say too bad. Now Chewbacca, C tier. The reason why I'm putting Chewbacca here is because Chewbacca, he has a really good, blaster. But the thing is, with his middle ability, he can't take up that much shots. If it lasted longer, then he would definitely go up higher. But it doesn't really last that long. And thing too, and when it runs out, his fire rate is really low. And if he has nobody protecting him, he's pretty much just bad. But I would put him here anyway. I might put him in B tier later on, but Chewbacca is pretty dang good. Yeah, his charge slam's not bad as well. Basically his combo, like his ability combo is actually really good. Like you use your middle ability first, you run the charge slam, and then you throw it on your shock. That's one combo. But like the thing is, his abilities, like his middle ability takes a long time. It does take a long time. So, with that being said, I'm going to put him right here for now. I might move him up to B tier. Because again, once I ranked all the characters, I'm going to organize them a little bit more. Alright, Count Dooku, B tier. I might put him right here for now. B tier, he's good. Like, he does one of the most damage for a lightsaber character. He swings the fastest. Now, again, he does use an ability to swing faster, but hey, I don't care if it's an ability or not. He still swings the fastest, including that type of ability. And he's going to be using it the most when he's up close to people. He can one-hit kill troops with his ability. He can one-hit kill with a stun. His stun doesn't have a lot of range. That's why I'm putting a B, because he's not really good in GA, since his stun doesn't have range. That's his only weakness in GA, or Supremacy. It's his range. But he does have 3 dodge rolls, so he has more agility, more momentum, and more movement, so he can get up to people faster. And dodge people quicker. So, B tier, I'll put him here for now. Alright, Vader, as you all know, he's going to have S tier. I'm not going to explain that much. Godlike abilities, godlike health, godlike everything for him. He's best character in the game. Not going to say much. Maul, I really want to put him at D, but I'm just going to put him in C for now. I might put him in C for the back. Maul, I think Maul is probably the worst lightsaber character in the game. Because one, his lightsaber doesn't do a lot of damage. It does the least amount of damage. He can't even use the ability to increase the damage. Two, his abilities aren't really that special. He has a spin attack, which covers the most range, and it goes the fastest. Faster than Luke's or Yoda's, but it, again, doesn't do a lot of damage and not very, good. His lightsaber throw is bad as well, but again, not too something special. And his force choke, it doesn't do a lot of damage either. It doesn't want to kill mostly anybody. So, and his health is pretty bad too. His health is really low. So I gotta say, I gotta put him at C. He basically has the lowest amount of health ever. Yoda does too, but he can increase his health with this bonus health ability. That's why I think Maul has like the lowest amount of health, and Maul can get killed easily. Next, Palpatine. Palpatine was really good, but I've recently known from my friends that he is now bad. But like, I might move him up to B, but like, the thing is, one of my friends have been saying that Palpatine is bad because of Leia. We'll get to Leia eventually, but the reason why Palpatine is like a C, I might move him to B, but again, Palpatine doesn't have... He can get killed easily. He doesn't have lots of defense, so he can't get shot up in the air. I might move him up higher to B possibly, but Palpatine, he can do kills easily. He can get kills with his chain lightning. It's pretty good. He can hit multiple enemies with it. But there's just not much else to him. It's just he He doesn't have that many special abilities. It's just mostly he can just get killed easily. Because again, he is slow in the air, so maybe he'll jump, but like people can easily shoot him. So I'm gonna say, and plus any other hero like Anakin or like even any character, like even any lightsaber character can just go up to him and easily possibly kill him. Plus with their allies. But for now, I'm gonna leave him at C. I might move him up to B. Next, Finn, definitely worth the B tier. The reason why, Finn has like the best buff in the game. He can buff multiple enemies. And he can give damage reduction, he can give bonus health, and depending on how many allies he hits, it increases his bonus health and damage reduction. So Finn has good buffs. He's mainly good for a buff character. His Deadeye, his Deadeye. Basically, it's good in GA and Supremacy. He can just like basically one tap everybody, kinda. Not one tap everybody, but he can just mostly kill everybody with his increasing Deadeye, damage card. So Finn is pretty good. Finn is really well useful. Now, Grievous. You all know I'm the Grievous main. I'd always rank him S tier. No. Last time someone ranked him B tier. I think Grievous goes all the way in the back with Anakin as well, but I think he goes ahead of Anakin. Just by one. Because Grievous. The reason why I think Grievous is better than Anakin is because, one, he has more important he has more important star cards that Anakin should need and that he would need, because what Anakin doesn't have and what he has. Like, the most important things for survival, for surviving, for health, the most important thing is damage reduction, depending on how much you get. It's health regeneration, bonus health, and base health. The reason why bonus health is higher than base health is because you can use it if it has an ability. If that character has an ability. I'd rather have bonus health than that, because I can always get my health back anytime I want to, unless I have to wait for a recharge. But the thing is that base health is probably not really that useful, and probably not that good. Grievous has damage reduction. He has, I think, the best damage reduction for a saber, because he has lots of damage reduction. And he can increase his health regeneration. He can have 350 health regenerated back. And that's a lot of health regenerated. It's kind of like Count Dooku or Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan has the best overall, but Grievous is just really well good. Plus, he has a Claw Rush, which he only needs to use one star card, so that way he can increase the damage to one-hit kill troops. He literally can just use one ability, where he can continuously crawl, where he can kill multiple enemies while he's moving, and he can just kill multiple enemies that are away from him. You can just kill them all in one shot, and that's only one ability. And he's only using one star card to want to kill them. Grievous is by far really well good. His thrust surge isn't horrible. It doesn't have a lot of range to attack from, but it does want to kill troops, so it's 150 damage. His unrelenting advance is not really that amazing, but it is decent. It's better for a defensive move, or if it's you need to get up closer to people, you can use it as a defensive march to go ahead of people. So I'm gonna put him A, but he's going all the back with Anakin, but ahead of him. So yeah, that Grievous isn't broken, but he is decently well good with his abilities. All right, Han. He's going here. He's right here, or possibly even right here. I think I'll just put him right here. Han's really good. He has a detonate charge, which one-hit kills troops. It can actually knock down. It does lots of damage. His shoulder charge isn't bad. So while knock down enemies, do damage. I think it one-hit kills, right? I'm pretty sure one-hit kills troops. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know, but Han is just a really good. He is the best blaster on the light side in general. I know I've had Finn ranked up higher than him, but Han is probably the best blaster in general in any game mode. Normally. Finn is mainly good in GA. Then he has HEV, and like Bosk is kind of like, kind of, but like, yeah, I was gonna rank Bosk back here actually, yeah. So I'll put him back here for now. Yeah, I was gonna rank Bosk lower. But yeah, Han though, he is amazing. He is really, really, really well good. Nothing much to say. His blaster is also good too. Iden goes right here. Actually no, she goes right here. Iden Versio, trust me, Iden Versio is really good. Her, alternate fire does lots of damage. One go troops basically. Her abilities aren't bad as well. She has a shield which can it's nice to use when getting away from blasters, or in GA if she's like in trouble. Her stun is not bad as well. It's useful against heroes to do tons of damage to them. Plus, if they are blocking, she just uses her ultimate fire to kill them if they're low on health, or use it to shock multiple enemies. She can just use her ultimate fire or just use her weapon at once. Yeah, she's pretty well good. Although why I'm putting her at B, because it's just that there are just way more heroes that are just way more equipped and handed to use this. Like Han has better abilities that kill people quicker. Like Count Dooku, he's hard to kill. Sometimes he's hard to kill. He does lots of damage. Like I think a lot of these characters are just better in general to use than her. But she is good. I will say she's good. I mean, any character that's higher than C or B or higher, then yeah, they're really good. All right, Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren goes right here. Yeah, I think he goes right here. Kylo Ren he's good. I think his pull is better than Anakin's. Well, I'm not just gonna talk about a lot about Anakin here, but like a lot of people talk about Anakin about how good he is. A lot of people say he's really good. A lot of people say he's really bad. I just want to make sure y'all understand about how Anakin it goes against other characters. I think Kylo Ren can be used in good scenarios. His stamina's not bad. Not bad that much. He has a good amount of stamina. As I should say, his pull is slightly better, but not as like they have their own like scenarios of how their pulls work. Kylo doesn't do tons of damage with it. He does have a sucker where he can increase damage, but it only does total 60. Anakin still does more damage by 80 or more. And Kylo though, but why I like his pull and why his pull is kind of better is that he can use it faster, and he can use it in the air. So that way he's not just sitting right there. I mean, he's not just using it on the ground. He can use it in the air. While he's moving, he can pull enemies. And he has a good amount of reach too if you increase the range. So I'd say his freeze is also really good too. His frenzy is also really well good. It's good for like killing multiple enemies in like room, or like he's like locking the multiple enemies. So I think Kylo is really well good. He's really, really well good. Next character. I think I'd rank Lando right here. He goes like right here. I'd say about right here. Lando, he again, he's not amazing. His sharpshooter isn't bad. It can want to kill any trooper, even heavies. It does 200 damage. His smoke is, come on, bro. Like, let's not even talk about that. His stun, his stun is not bad as well. He can use it anytime he wants to, and there's an ability where if he sits there, if it sits there for 5 seconds or more, he can stun enemies for a longer duration. His blasters are actually good. His blaster is really good if you can like do lots of fire rate with it. Like if you can fire it really fast, then it's a really good blaster. If you can fire really fastly with it. But if you can't fire it that fast with it and not like really fast, then yeah. By the way, he's definitely not horrible. That's why I think he's C tier. Leia, she's going up here. I think she goes higher than BB-8. Yeah, Leia is like she was once the worst character in the game before her buff, but once her buff came, she got so much better. They got rid of that flash grenade, and they replaced it with the 3 grenades. They also added I think they made her E11 better, do more like slightly more damage. I think they made a change to that. I'm not sure, but Yeah, they did make Leia better, like way better. And she like her E11 has the fastest fire rate in the game, I believe. It is really fast, like really fast. And like just headshotting like a villain, bro, they could die in like less than 2 seconds. Like they just die easily, like literally less than 1 second or two. Like and just headshot, it just does so much damage and has so much fire rate. His weapon, her shield, I believe, got buffed as well. Is that if you're in the shield, you can regenerate 5 health every second. Her shield isn't bad. It can be useful in some situations on like GA. It can also be used well on HVV if like you kill all the enemies and villains. You can tell your team to, like get in the shield to heal up a little bit before they come back. So his shield isn't too. I mean, it can be useful in some scenarios. So yeah, she's definitely worth the A tier. All right, Luke Skywalker. Now remember, Vader. Like these are like the two best characters on both light side and dark side. But however, Vader is better than Luke. Luke is the best on the light side, but not the best in general. The reason why is because Luke can't regenerate a lot of health. He can generate it really fast, but he doesn't have a lot of health regeneration. He can kill enemies quickly. He can want to kill them if he brings his Intensify star card up. His push can want to kill people without a star card. It's pretty useful. His pull, I mean, he's kind of similar to Anakin. He has like abilities where he can do things. That's what I'm saying about Luke too. He can want to kill enemies with push. I'd rather have a push that can want to kill enemies without a star card than Anakin who has a pull that doesn't want to kill him. I have to use the star card for it. That's what I'm saying. And Luke is really well good. Like he is like I think one of the best lightsaber. Like he's one of the best heroes on the light side. And Vader the best on the dark side. But Vader is just the absolute best. Alright, Obi-Wan. Now, Obi-Wan. Right here. Why eat, like, I mean... Oh, come on, man. Obi-Wan. Best stamina. Best health regeneration. He has a good push. His push can, like, want to kill enemies in the wrong. Now, if you, like, extend his push all the way through, it does 150 damage. So it can want to kill enemies. So it's pretty good. It has a lot of range, so he can kill enemies in hallways. His rush can also want to kill if he has Star Card with it. He can just. It's kind of like Grievous or Rey, but like he like why I like his rush is because again it's a defensive rush. So anybody trying to shoot at him, he's just gonna select the back, and he's basically not gonna die. And he's decently. It lasts a good amount of time. And he can easily kill enemies with it. Plus, he can decide to swing again right after the animation. So, yeah, honestly, I think Obi-Wan deserves the A tier. Like, I don't see why you should make... Now, he is slightly slow. He's slightly slow. But not too slow. He's not like as slow as Yoda. But he is definitely worth the A tier. He's definitely a good hero. Alright, Rey. A tier. The reason why I think Rey is the best on the A tier list. Here's reasons. Here's reasons why I like playing Rey a lot too. Okay. I don't know if I want to go in this room. Well, if there's lots of enemies, how am I supposed to know if there are enemies? Don't worry, I have insight. Also, this insight will let me do 10 more damage. So that's kind of useful for against heroes. I can use less stamina, so I use 50% less stamina, but it's really useful. But besides, plus the fact that Rey can regenerate her stamina really fast. And 3, she can see enemies through walls, so she knows where danger is, where she needs to go, and where. And plus, enemies can't see where she is, because usually on like GA or Supremacy, like the heroes and villains are always on the radar. They don't ever like disappear and like appear again. They always will appear on the radar, so you'll always see where a hero is on the radar. However, with Rey, you can use that insight and she'll become invisible, so people will not know where she is on the radar. Oh no, I'm in a situation where there's lots of, people where they're about to kill me, like blasters, or even a villain, or 2 villains. Oh, don't worry, I have like one of the top 10 or 5 best abilities in the game, Mind Trick. Her Mind Trick is literally one of the top 10 or 5 best abilities in the game, because the ability literally turns down the sensitivity to like literally like 1% or like 5. And 2, like their controls are reversed. Which, I mean, I'm sure if you played the game for a long time and fought against Rey a lot, I'm sure you get used to her mind trick. But the thing is, Rey, that mind trick is really useful for getting away with people and killing people easily, especially troops and mostly villains. So yeah. Oh, don't worry. She also has a rush ability, which can one-hit kill enemies if you have the star card on. So basically, her rush is kind of like Grievous or Obi-Wan. So, and plus it goes really fast too. So, but it doesn't last too long. But yeah, she's basically just really good. Like, she's just outstandingly really good. All right, I think we're gonna put Yoda at B, highest on B, because Yoda, he has good abilities. His push is good. If blasters shoot at him while he's blocking, he can increase the push further and do more damage, so he can one-hit kill enemies. He has a rush that can break blocks, which I find really useful. He's decently fast with it. And since, like, he's small and all, that's funny. Since he's small, and while he's using the rush, it kind of makes him hard to hit. Since he is small, too, so it makes him a hard target to hit. Especially if he's jumping. Not much else to say. His bonus health is useful, too. It's just bonus health, kind of like, Phasma or Vader or anybody else, but his bonus health is decently well, too. And I think this is the entire tier list. Now, let's see what I was going to organize the list here. I want to see if there's any changes I want. Like, I just want to, like, again, Boss, though, I was thinking, like, or even him. I was thinking about bringing him, but, like, I just don't think, like, I think he stays up here. I think, yeah, you definitely stay up here. Yeah, I think he stays up here, too. I feel like he can be brought up, like, all the way up to C tier, because he is really good. Chewbacca, though, I mean, I think Chewbacca could be better. Like, he's kind of low here, but I feel like he's just better than that. I just think he's back here. I just think he's back here. It's not really that well good. I think Bosk stays right here. I think he's good in the B tier. I don't know if I want to bring him any lower, but I just feel like, yeah, he's just really good. I think it's fine where he is. Yeah, I think this is a good tier list. I think I like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some arguments in the chat. Probably some different changes or something, but I don't know what else I want to change here. I don't see any argument. I don't see anything wrong or that much wrong with it. Nothing really absurd or something crazy. But I do think it's fine. I do think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's fine where it is. Alright, yeah, okay, I'm fine with it. Okay. So anyway, this is the entire tier list. I hope you all liked the video. If you did, please, like and subscribe if you have not. And also, this is your general speaking, signing off. And please, may the force be with you. See you next time.